What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Southside Skatepark YouTube channel, where your skateboarding is our priority. Now, most days we review products that are about to come out, are coming out, or have already even come out. But today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm here with Hollywood Martinez. Recently banged out a Spitfire Southside video part, filmed and edited by Eric Nguyen, and it was sick. So we just wanted to kind of catch up with Hollywood a little bit, talk to him about what's been going on. I mean, some people might want us to go a little deeper than that, like, hey, who is Hollywood? All those things. I've been kind of thinking that we were going to do an interview for a while now, and I'm thinking it's going to be a written interview, like a WordPress style interview, where I just submit some questions and he'd answer, but we just never did that. And so I still want to go on record with him about what he was able to accomplish with Eric Nguyen. The Southside Spitfire part was super sick. It came out June 14th right here at Southside Skatepark, where we premiered that, released our Southside Spitfire capsule, 3 different tees, actually 4 tee colorways, 2 hoodie colorways, 3 different wheels, all Formula 4 OG classics, 52, 54, 56. And
You made it out just as much as I did.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely put your part of the work in. I was impressed on how everything came out.
You're hyped, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, when I first, should we go further back?
You
know,
as far back as you like.
All right.
Go as far back
So
as
what
you
was
like.
your very first memory of coming to Southside Skatepark?
Very first memory was probably when I was first allowed to start leaving the city. I came here with my friends, and his parents drove me over here.
Leaving the city, what city would that be?
Pasadena Deer Park area.
Okay.
I was not allowed to leave the neighborhood, and then all of a sudden I could leave the neighborhood with my friends who actually came to the skate park.
Yeah.
And first off, the neighborhood just wasn't right. My parents found out where I was going, and they were like, nah. But then they came around. They ended up making some friends over here, and so I started coming around here a lot more. But learning how to roll into the mini ramp, seeing the split roll in the corner, and that was very iconic to me.
So that'd be
intimidating.
2003, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I was about 19 to 20 years ago.
Yeah, I was about 9-10 years old whenever I started coming here.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
And so, do you remember any of the skateboarders at that time that were killing it out there, or like?
Not in Southside, because I knew my friend Sean Schmidt. He was a very, very transition-esque skater, but a local legend down the road I used to hear about it was Felix.
Okay.
That was the kids who used to...
Felix Hernandez.
Oh, yeah. And that was...
Oh, yeah.
I would come and skate with the kids in the neighborhood down the road.
Yeah.
At the school and everything. That's who they would always say, and I'd always hear the name, never knew who the skater was, but that was... that. And then I saw him skate, and...
Yeah.
It made sense.
Right on. Yeah. What's up, Felix? Come skate, Felix.
I miss you, dude.
I've seen
Keep
him
killing
around.
it.
He shows up and still kills it.
Keep killing it.
Yeah, here and there.
Just making money. Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Take care of the fam.
Yeah. So, okay, so you start skateboarding at Southside in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That would have been the Team Pain kind of setup at that time, where the whole skate park was renovated.
I think y'all just turned the bowl, and there was Dakota with his extension against the wall. I think that was around that.
Yeah, that was from Mike Vallely and Dan Drehobel putting their foot through the building during Make-A-Wish. That's what caused the 8-foot tall extension out of the bowl or whatever.
Yeah, but Dakota owned that one.
Okay, we threw it way back. We've got a baseline. Like when you started coming around here, when you started frequenting here. Mm-hmm. My first recollection of Hollywood and his skateboarding was at a contest. I think it might have been Young Guns. Skating like a summer contest that we used to do annually. We would do Young Guns and Showdown.
Yeah.
And all of it was Young Guns.
Probably Young Guns. I partook in a lot of those. And if it was like a vocal mod in the parks, it would be another event that would happen annually. You could see a Benihana somewhere in there.
Oh yeah. You used to throw Mad Bennies.
I threw a Benny lace shove one time, and I don't know how they allowed me to place.
Back then it was like just skinny little dude, big earrings, you know, septum pure steel. Yeah.
The look's gotten a whole lot worse as the years go on.
I think he look better now. I think he looks cooler now, guys. But yeah, like I started just picking up on Hollywood and how he was skating and how he was doing and how well he was skateboarding. And I think at one of those events, it was while in the parks, you qualified to go to the championships in Costa Mesa at the Volcom Warehouse.
Yes.
And I basically had a bunch of team riders at the time that basically qualified to skate the championships at Volcom while in the parks. And we're like, well, we're going to roll this into a whole, like, we're going to go skate. We're going to go film.
Let's make it a trip.
The West Coast. Let's make a trip. Let's rent a van. Let's ditch the back row out of the truck, out of the van, and leave that here.
That was probably y'all's biggest, longest trip.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, like a 9-day or something.
Yeah, and I was fresh out of high school. Never left Texas or even like.
Yeah, never left Texas.
Austin, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. Like that was as far out into Texas that I've ever gone.
Right.
And then you're over here like, you want to go to California?
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah. So what I did was I kind of basically took the team riders that were available and that had qualified to skate while in the parks finals, and then just sort of tapped into some of the local up and coming kids that I felt were coming of age and potentially could be, you know, Southside's future. And you know, I'd just been holding it down here, and basically they kind of have to be from here. They have to actually have just skated here, killed it in here, and very naturally sort of just kind of come up through Southside. You know, that's kind of how our whole team and family kind of works. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I just asked yourself. I think it was Brandon Lee,
George Carbonis.
Yeah, I know who was on the team, but who was not on the team? Do you remember? It was just you two guys, right?
I think it was just me and Brandon Lee.
Yeah. Well, we went out there. We went straight to the championships at Costa Mesa. We did that first. Mm-hmm. LA. And then I didn't know it was a 7 or 8 hour drive to SF, but we went to SF. Stayed at Double Rock.
Yeah.
I was sick. Met Jake Phelps. Super thankful. Had a hell of a stop by the Deluxe Warehouse.
Yes, we did. That was insane to see all of it.
Yeah,
the hospitality that we got coming through, like I knew I was supposed to be there and be on a trip.
Right?
Full circle kind of type stuff that happened.
Yeah. Big shout out Zig and Jim T and everybody at Deluxe holding it down.
100%.
You guys are killing that. Thank you so much. We had such a great trip. It was so incredible. And it was also like, you know, maybe Jim or someone there at the Deluxe camp letting Thrasher know, like, to let us even stay at Double Rock.
It was just climbing the ladder to get to that. Like, it's crazy.
That was sick.
Like we did like all the SoCal stuff, and then the NorCal was like the top of the mountain. Like so we made it, and then the drive back was about just as fun as the drive in. Just as fun as the drive in.
But if you want to see any of that footage, it was actually in our Southside anniversary video from like the 20 year.
Yes.
Yeah, a little XX video. It'd be 2014.
If you have the copy of it, I don't know if you have that.
I don't know if it's on YouTube, but maybe one of these days. But so that's what's up with you, right? So that's kind of like how we met, who we are, our relationship, and I feel like over the years of just being around you, I mean, you used to drive me, and occasionally still drive me.
Still do.
Absolutely insane, dude. It's not been easy to be this guy's TM or deal with this guy. Friend's not so tough, but just like, you know, whatever. And then, but lately, man, I don't know if you're just maturing or something, dude. It's been a lot easier to be around you. I bet this sounds terrible. It's been a lot easier to be around you. That's kind of harsh now. I mean, but that's probably actually really true, dude. And he knows it. And he knows it. So
I was been a pain in the ass for the longest time. I don't know how the language works here, but
let's fast forward to 2024 and me approaching you. I think in holiday 23 with this
possibility,
the situation that, you know, Southside's going to get a Spitfire wheel. We're going to want to make a capsule. We're working on the art at this time.
Yes.
And to really like complement that, I really felt like a audio video presentation, like someone to come through and knock out a part would be incredible, you know? And so Eric Wynn kind of lately he's been a free agent, so we kind of tapped into him. We want, and you guys already had a good rapport.
The chemistry
right?
was already really flowing really nice. So like whenever you had approached us with it, or you had already had the idea with me, but when you approached Eric, it's like he just took it by the reins and we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And without a vision, we started doing this whole project, and then like once we started seeing the artwork that was getting presented to us, we were like, oh, we know how to do this.
Yeah.
We're still kind of like, I don't know what's going on. How's it going?
We're gonna figure it out.
How are we gonna close it out? And then it just, honestly, like once we did the 360 over the tracks, we felt the pressure was off a little bit, tie up loose ends, and we kind of just had a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, yes, and what he's talking about is in that, you know, that video part, the Hollywood Martinez Spitfire part, you know, for the Southside capsule. So you can catch all that footage in there.
It was funny too, because like when someone's like, "Oh, well, we want to tow you in with a slab," I'm like, we don't know anybody like that. Like, okay, we're just spitballing ideas here. There's no way it's gonna happen. And then sure enough, it happens, and we're like, I didn't know we had it like that.
I mean, and you did your trick. You got the trick. You got the end.
Never going to that spot before, just seeing it and getting off of work off a 12-hour shift and just going and handling it. So that was kind of like that's really how me and Eric have been operating. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been sick.
But I mean, I've been on trips with you where you have been VIP. I know we went to Dallas, and you were putting like 4 on the roof. You know, you front 3 Cooper bump.
That's right.
You went bananas on this Dallas trip I was on with him, man. I was like, damn, dude.
That's what made me think about that spot, too. I was like, I've done it in Dallas. If it's at least somewhere around that size, I ran at it. So it's gonna happen.
You'd have to dig deep in the YouTube pages to find our Dallas trip.
Yes.
It's sick, man. It was rad. Yeah, we had Will Widener shooting photos on that one.
Yeah, we got to spend the night at, what was it? What skate park was that? We had to spend the night at that skate park with
Guapo. They had an indoor bowl.
They just redid their bowl.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys, man. Working on Texas Museum. Move their bowl around. I feel like it's them. I don't know if they have the indoor situation anymore, but it was sick. And we actually, they're super accommodating. So thank you guys.
Definitely.
That's how we do it, right? We just ramble through Texas and wherever, and
they let it. We get to come and make a ruckus.
Lately things have been better though. I've been getting hotel rooms, right? Yeah, dude. We've been in Tampa.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a hell of a time at Tampa.
Been to Tampa twice with you, actually.
Remember we were trying to get you to be able to skate Tampa? I think I was there with some other people. You were like, you were not skating because your foot or something.
I was skating around, but I had a hurt foot. But you were talking with Schaefer.
Yeah.
And I told you to tell him that if he puts me in, I'm gonna win and I'm gonna kiss him. And he said, okay, well, he's in. And so I just got thrown in the mix with it all.
Did you skate it?
I think I did skate it.
Okay, because I thought he came up to me and he's so funny. He goes, "He's gonna win it," and I was like,
"That's right."
Yeah,
that's
probably not.
Trying to get me in.
Who wins Tampa Am?
That's because
super hard.
It's because we're trying to get me in.
Yeah.
And he bribe him.
He kind of bribe him with a what? Did you say a kiss or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So back to this spring and everything you accomplished in the Spitfire part.
Yes.
I'm loving it. I'm super proud of you for doing that and coming through the way you did. Congratulations. It's over on the Spitfire YouTube at this time. We just wanted to sit down and
I appreciate you even giving me the opportunity to. I'm proud of Eric for definitely holding on and pushing through the pressure that we had. Proud of myself for actually starting and finishing something apart like that, because I've never done that before in my life.
In short order. Five months.
Yes.
Or something, yeah.
And it wasn't as stressful as I thought it would be, but we pushed through it. And then there's just I appreciate the whole process. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, you had a good rapport going, and we could see that at the end of 23. And so I felt like you were the guy. Could have not happened for us, but you made it happen. It was sick. Y'all had a good rapport. Things were solid. You guys were a solid creative team, and I could see that. And so I just wanted to pour a little gasoline on that fire and just give you a reason to skate.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like when a filmer and a skateboarder are making a video, they literally just need like that reason why.
Yeah.
And they just start going so much harder, right? And then when you're filming with somebody, it's like not the first week, second week, 6th week, 12th week, you know, it takes time to kind of get things going, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, man, you know, how come I'm not getting the call, or how come I'm not on the crew and this and that? And it's because like these dudes are filming with this guy and or girl, and like, you know, like that's the crew right now.
Or sometimes it's like it's the build up. It's like, okay, yeah, these clips are tight. You stack like 2 or 3 tricks out of the week or something, and then out of nowhere, it's like something that just is going to make an impact in the community, and they're like, okay, let's keep that going. Like that's what we want to keep going. Like you already stacked up 3 clips, and then you got a banger. Let's see where else it goes. You know?
Yeah.
I want to see what else you got.
Yeah,
So
because then
always,
what the filmer spins off that day,
Oh, yeah.
highly motivated.
100%.
You're highly motivated, and man, one thing about Eric Nguyen, dude, that dude has spots, mad spots.
He can make a stressful day turn into fun, just because he has a list in the back of his head like, oh, well, this isn't going to work. Let's go here.
Yeah. And you guys came through, and the capsule's doing its thing. It's at southsideskateshop.com. Click that banner and pick something out, man. Support it, enjoy it. Big shout out Andy Pitts. The artwork's amazing.
Yep.
Got it right here, actually. Boom. But mainly, man, I just wanted to sit down with you for a second and just have like a little interview with you, so that people could kind of get to know you a little bit more, know how you've come through, know how you've evolved as a person, as a skateboarder. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you, dude. So thank you so much for like holding it down so hard for Southside like you have. And yeah, man,
This is my city. I love it. I love the fact that people even are stoked on what I do at all.
Right.
So without y'all, without Southside, without the people who frequent, buy stuff, watch our videos, I wouldn't be doing this so hard.
Yeah, we need a creative outlet as humans, right? Yeah. Like skateboarders are highly creative. You have to be doing things.
If I didn't have this, and if I didn't have this, and if nobody if nobody cared about it the way they do now, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Life would be kind of boring, right? Yeah. Just work, home. Of course, you have your family. You have your son Sebastian. He's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He's been growing and
7
awesome
years
to
old.
Watch, dude.
7 years old, standing up now. So we'll see where that leads.
Yeah. Little skate rat too.
He says he wants to be better than me, so.
Oh yeah,
I'm not just gonna give it to him.
Woo.
Not just giving it to him.
Sick. Well, way to go, dude. Got a little skater. And that dude's going to actually elongate your skateboard life. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, you're going to be skating into your late 40s at this point now because, until he's into his 20s.
It's already a fountain of youth.
For sure.
We see photos and stuff over the years, like maybe even from the 80s and 90s, 2000s, of like photos that make you want to feel like that. You see like Cardiel's hands, or you see a crazy invert and like maybe a tongue hanging out or something, and you're like, that's how I want to be skateboarding right there. And you'll do anything you can to feel that way. Whatever it is, any trick can make you feel that way. You just got to find it.
Man, I was never the best skateboarder. I could skate. I was good enough to have a good time, but my calling was filming. And so as a filmer, when we would get clips and stack and make things that were really dope, or what I felt was like a good clip for me at the time with my ability level at that time, that was my skating.
Yeah.
And so I would get that same hype.
Yeah.
That I had captured it in such a way.
Having the eye.
The skater would see it, and then they would be so stoked on it. You know what I mean? And then eventually you'd share it. Things happen a lot faster now with all our social platforms, and things are straight to YouTube, things like that. But or IG.
If you get a clip and it's solid, hold on to it. Don't put it on the gram so quick, please. We want to see accumulate and generate hype, not just throw it out there and let it fall into the feed.
So what are we doing, man? We're halfway through 2024. We got, a couple more real hot months, and then we're going to get in some beautiful weather this fall and holiday. I don't know where we're going or what we're doing. We're going to keep making cool shit. We're going to probably take some trips.
Yep.
Probably regional trips.
Hopefully a trip in the what is it, the fall?
Go skate. Whenever it's nice. Yeah, just something.
We're gonna
figure something out.
We're going to skate all year, but the trips, let's hope there's a trip in mind. I'm definitely working on more projects. Anything else you want to add on to the roster, I'm going to handle. I'm going to help handle.
Yeah.
It's all fun right now, so it's the more my fun and my work is very leveled out right now.
Sick.
So
Yeah, you got a good schedule. That rolling schedule. Hell yeah. What do you do for a living, man?
I work on the trains. I switch rail cars out for a chemical plant. So pretty
Nice.
fun. Very physically demanding, and it's hot. It's like you're playing with puzzles all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean,
Pretty labor-esque. Oh, for a chemical plant at that, so it's like you got to abide by all these different types of rules.
yeah, for sure. Making the most money you can in the shortest amount of time. And then with that rolling schedule, what's your off time look like in that 4-day?
Oh man,
5-day?
it's I work 2, off 3, work 2, off 2, work 3, off 2.
Seems pretty good to me. Yeah, good luck with that. Always sucks because it's like, hey, this is going on. What do you think? Can you go? Can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is no getting
It was
off,
better.
right? So,
I wish I
yeah.
could tell y'all my old schedule, but I don't have it no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do that, and then on every off day I have my son. So if you typically see him with me, I'm off of work. Yeah, it's fun. And
yeah.
he's on the sessions every time. It's that's stressful alone by itself.
That's a little another thing
That's
going
a whole
on in
other
the
thing.
background.
It's like the kids, the cops, the kids I don't care about kids. I don't care about cops. I don't really care about security. My son asking me the same 6 questions over and over and over again the whole time, like stressing on trying to land a trick.
Huh.
That's
Yeah, I remember. I think somebody asked Sebastian what he was doing or something. Waiting on my dad to get this trick. Literally, I was like, "Wow, you've been here before, haven't you?"
He was there for the fakie frontside flip at the end of
Red Roof
at
Gap.
the end of Red Roof Gap at the end of the 30-year anniversary video.
He's tight.
He saw me break my board. I picked him up. We stopped at the gas station so we can get some drinks for each other. And an ice cream, I'm sure, or a candy bar or something, just because I felt bad that he was there. But he's the only kid there. So then we run to Southside, go grip a board, set it up, drive all the way right back, and then we landed in like maybe a little less than an hour after that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just, he's down. He's always down. He's not gonna. Lately, the older he gets, he's even more down. So we'll see how he is
Nice.
in another 5 years. But
Congrats on the frontside half cup flip, the Red Roof,
thank you.
and all these other hammers you've been putting down.
Thank you so much.
Congrats on, you got your little spot a couple blocks away. It's a nice spot, no roommates.
Yeah.
Just you and your son, dude. It's
Oh,
killer, man. So congratulations to you, and thanks for being brave enough to step up and jump on this Southside Skatepark YouTube, whatever this is.
Yep.
It's not a podcast, but you can catch it on YouTube. Getting to know a little bit about Hollywood.
If you wanna hear me talk some more.
Southside Spitfire.
If you want to hear me talk some more, like, leave it in the comments, maybe, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're wanting to get at Hollywood or you need to get in contact with Hollywood for any reason, it is at H Hollywood
MTZZ.
MTZZ. So HH. So H Hollywood MTZZ on IG. Super easy. Always on his DMs. Definitely, we're all on the gram a bit,
Yep.
and that's what's up. So
If you
big
like
shout
talking
out.
skateboarding, if you just want to chat, or if you just want to reach out and talk about random cool shit, then I'm always available.
Right on. But if you're liking this content, please like, follow, subscribe to Southside Skatepark YouTube channel right here in Houston, Texas at Southside Skatepark, where your skateboarding has been our priority for 30 years. Much love, everybody, and thanks for the support.
Also, shout out Toe, Mitch, Patchy, Brandon Wells, Blake Walden. Love all you guys. Miss y'all. I know y'all won't hear it, but love and miss you guys.
Right on. Well, thanks for coming in.
For sure.
Right on. See you next time.
Likewise.